Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, today I will cover on topic on capital budgeting. Okay, what is capital budgeting? You have to make a decision to choose either one alternative or you can choose both if you follow certain criteria. Right. For your syllabus, I only cover three methods, which are payback period, net present value, and IRR. Okay, so read the question here in the screen. On the screen, Ali Corporation is planning to make an investment of 200,000 in one of the two alternative shopping center. The project is mutually exclusive. So this is a keyword. Why it is very important, you need to know either it is mutually or independent. If we say mutually exclusive, that means you need to choose only one project. You cannot invest both. Alright. If the project is independent, yes, you can invest both if you meet certain criteria. Okay, later we explain that as well. So can I know how much initial outlay? Initial outlay is how much you have invest is your outflow of your money at the beginning of the period of your project, right? Planning to make an investment of 200,000. Yes, correct, class. Very good. So this is your IO, okay? Your initial outlay. Okay, now this is a project. This is your cash flow, the cash inflow, return, cash flow from the project that you will get from project X and project Y. So year 1, 75,000, year 2, year 3, and year 4 is a constant cash flow. However, in project Y, you have 90,000, 90,000, 70, and 60, and your cost of capital is 12%. This is very important. Why you need to know what is your cost of capital? It will be used, they will be used in your table for net present value later. Okay, first, what is the question? Calculate payback period for X and Y, NPV X and Y, IRR X only, and list the advantage of two disadvantage of using payback period method, or what is the advantage or disadvantage using net present value. Alright, for your assignment, for this video only cover question A, B, and C. Okay, your duty, you have to make a research, not research. Please read more. Please share to the class later. What is the advantages and what is the disadvantage of using payback, and advantages and disadvantage of using net present value method. Okay, later you can share to me in the class. So for today's video, only focus is three questions only. Okay, so first question. Do you see this payback period? The formula is this: n minus 1 initial outlay minus total cash flow before year end and divide by cash flow of year end. Alright, I need the tables. Why, class? Why you need this table? As you can see, okay, project X and project Y. What is n, class? Okay, what is n? N is how long it takes this project to cover your initial investment. What is your initial investment? Yes, correct. It's initial outlay. How much is it, class? As you can see in the question, your initial outlay, your initial investment, the beginning of the period is 200,000. So 75,000, is it cover your IO? No. 75 plus 75, you just cover only 150. 75 plus 100 is only 150. You see, you want 200,000 to cover back your initial outlay. So when it comes to the return year 3, 75 plus 75 plus 75, is it higher than 200,000? Yes, that means you choose N, year 3. Very good. So you put 3 minus 1 is the formula. And what is your initial outlay? Correct. 200,000 minus total cash flow before year end. Just now, you to the question, you choose what just now, class? You choose year 3. Correct? Why year 3? Because year 3, it takes almost 3 years to cover 200,000. Okay? So, before the total cash flow before year end. Total. You see? This is your year that you choose, your year end. Okay, this is your year end. So, before. So, 75 plus 75. You see? So, this is 150,000. Divide by 75. From where? Cash flow at the year that you choose just now. You choose at year 3, correct? So this is your 75,000. You divide your 75,000, then you get, it means that your project X take 2.666 years to cover the IO. Okay, how about project Y? You use the same step, class. Please memorize the formula, please. Okay, formula is very important. So this is a project Y. Class, can you assist me how to do it? First is what? Yes, check first. Year 1, is it cover your IO? No. When you add your return at year 2, 90,000. So total return that you get now, 180. Is it cover? No. N is what? N is the year that can cover your IO. Right, year 1 plus year 2, 180. 180 plus 70, 200 is more than your IO. So you choose for this project Y also, you choose year 3. Depends on the question. Sometimes project X takes 3 years. Sometimes project Y maybe 2 years. But in this case, both projects takes up to 3 years to cover the IO. So if you have choose number 3, third year as your N, so you have to put 3 year because the N is what? How long it takes to cover the year itself. 3 minus 1, 200,000. Why? Because this is your IO. You have the same IO for the project. And how I get 180? Very good, class. Very good. Because before, you see, 1 and 2. Total up 180. Before what? Before year end that you choose just now. You choose third, right? Third year. So you choose year 2 and year 1 plus it because total cash flow divide by cash flow of the year itself. What is the cash flow of the year that you choose? Yes, correct, class. It is 70,000. So I get 2.2857. Yes. All right. This is your project. Why? Okay, so as you can see, which project have a lower payback period? As you can see, payback period, we have to choose the lowest. But don't choose now, but you can highlight it first. Right? This is good because lower. You can put it, okay, 1. Now, this is payback period method for the first question. Now, I want to proceed to NPV, net present value. So this is payback. When I scroll down, this is your NPV method. NPV method is based on the question. You have to write back. You have to draw back. You have to construct this table back. But based on project, you settle project X first. Okay, how many years here? If the question has 4 years, so you have to do 4 years as well. Okay, now class, NPV is a formula, total present value minus your initial outlay, also known as what, class? Correct, initial investment. So your cost of capital is 12%. How I want to know how many years? Don't do any careless mistake, class. Okay, don't base on the end in your payback period. Okay, you cannot choose your end. Certain careless mistake by students, they construct this table only up to third year only because they base on this end. It's wrong. Payback, yes, you only do up to how long it takes to cover. However, for NPV, net present value, I repeat, net present value is based on question. If the question has 5 years, you have to do 5 years. If the question gives you 4 years, you have to construct all, regardless um, how long it takes to cover, because payback is different things. Payback is payback method and PV is an NPV method. So you have to draw back year 1 and the cash flow itself, year 1 until year 4, and this is your PVIF. Remember what is this? PVIF table. We have two tables, PVIF A, PVIF. Choose PVIF. From where I get my 12%? You see the question. Okay, you can refer to the question. The cost of capital is 12%. You see? Very good. So your cost of capital for the NPV method, from where I get this? From the tables. As you can see now, the PV tables. Okay, you see present value table. Okay, I zoom it. Present value here, 12% year 1. You see? Year 2, year 3, year 4. So you write back in the tables. You write back in the tables as you can see here. Correct? So this is a present value. Okay, class. From where I get this? Okay, assume this is A, this is B. So from where I get this? This is A times B column. Okay, A times B column. 75 times this. From where I get this just now? From the table, PVIF table. Remember, don't do any careless mistake. Then I get, after I times all here, then I will get what? Total up, you get total present value. From this figure, you can minus with your IO 200,000, then you get your net present value. Okay, don't do careless mistake. NP total PV minus IO, then you can get your NPV. Alright, so that is the way how to calculate NPV for project X first. Okay, class, remember if the question give you 4 years, you have to do 4 years. Don't do any careless mistake. Why? Certain students sometimes they give only third year. Why? Because you said payback period is third year end. No, payback, yes, you have to calculate how long it takes to cover. But for NPV, if the question give you 5, you have to do 5. If the question give you 4, as this question, as you can see just now, 4 only, so you prepare 4 rows only, and then you can get this from the PVIF table. Please don't do any careless mistake, choose by the wrong table. Alright, okay, then I get project X. Don't forget to do for project Y. From year 1 to year 4, you write back the cash flow. As you can see in the questions, how long? It's 4 years, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you write back the tables and do the same step as project X. You put PVIF 12% and then you put, alright, as I can say just now, as I said just now, class, how to calculate total present value. This is A, this is A, sorry, this is A, this is B, and how to get A times B. So you get your answers, then you plus all the present value, you will get total present value. Careless mistake with my students. They always forget to minus your IO. You give me this answer only. No, this is total present value. The question want net present value. Even the question need net present value, so total present value need to minus with IO. Not IO minus total present value. Total present value minus IO. Then you will get the answer. Both positive, very good. But we will more focus on, as I can say, payback lower is better, NPV positive only, and higher is better. So we highlight this first because its NPV is more higher, positive and higher compared to project X. So as you can see here, project Y lower payback good, project Y as well have a higher NPV also. So that is net present value.